Good morning. This is Manu Walia from Continuum Global Asset Management, bringing you the market commentary on September 16th. Well, this morning the market started out with a great bang because there was some very, very good news on the Chinese industrial production and output. And in addition to that, one of the things that has been sort of weighing on the markets, the financial sector, the Basel committee came out and said that banks all over the world will have about 7 to 8 years to come up with a little more stringent capital structures. In other words, to raise their tier one capital equity, in other words, to about 7%. Markets are up about 80 or 90 points, and then they started to come down, and they're fluctuating like usual. But the truth of the matter is that the banking sector is a very important part of the global economy, any economy for that matter. And banks all over the world have done very, very well wherever there has been economic liberalization. Specifically, we like a bank which is based out of Spain, but it caters to Europe and parts of Latin America. It's known as Banco Santander. If you look at our previous newsletters, we have mentioned a lot of other U.S. banks in addition to Banco Santander, like B of A and Citigroup, who have global exposure. Now, the one thing which is very ironic is that the banks have started to get a little bit of a boost because people are thinking, oh, most of these banks already have a 7% tier one capital, which these banks have another 7 or 8 years to come to adhere to. But in any event, we believe the banking sector. We've believed in the banking sector for about a year, and it's done well, but recently it hasn't. But based on the global economy, we believe that people who are looking for higher dividends, investors who can wait for 2 to 3 years, will be richly rewarded in the banking sector. I think that's where most of the earnings growth is going to come from. Again, to make this long story short, we will say happy trading at this time to our listeners. And if you'd like to talk in detail about the banking sector and specifics on our recommendations, please contact us through our website, www.cgamadvisor.com. And our email is cgamadvisor@cgamadvisor.com. Thank you very much, and happy trading.